gone. In fact, the honeymoon is not over and the love has gone. What is happening? And then the whole thing becomes a dragging, ugly, and one somehow manages pretend hypocrisy. When love has failed once, twice, thrice, one starts feeling hopeless. One starts feeling that it is all nonsense, just a dream. It doesn't happen. It is not real. It is not true. A hallucination or an auto hypnosis, but nothing more. Always remember, love is not an hallucination. It is a moment of high passion, but one cannot remain on the high moment forever. One has to cool down, come back to earth. That's where life exists. You can fly high in the sky for a few moments, but then you have to come back to earth. Before you come back to earth, create friendship because that will last. So love as much as possible, but always remember that love has to give space to friendship. To create friendship, the Rahu 7 native have to become more understanding. And to bring a certain depth of understanding, the Rahu 7 native should meditate, turn inwards. Only then the possibility of saving the marriage or relationship is possible. Keeping them makes the native ignorant of his or her health. The native's identity is moreover from the Rahu 7. A certain obsession towards a life partner is seen through this present. Native becomes possessive of the partner, and that brings around many miseries that ultimately, if not addressed with maturity, can lead to divorce or a breakup or a separation. But when will the lovers meditate? They have no time to look within. They are madly in love with each other. The hearts are dancing. The hearts are singing. The hearts want to. The urge to connect sexually is so much that it all becomes too fast, and many times the native feels cheated. If there is no direction to the heart, no meditation, someday the heart is going to change. Boredom is going to strike, and with boredom comes the risk of a breakup, a divorce. And so, love marriage can last only if the lovers become more and more aware, if they bring a certain quality of understanding within. True love is born out of understanding, says Deepa. And understanding comes only through awareness. If you can grow in love, you will grow in awareness. If you grow in awareness, you will grow in love. Arranged marriages are far easier to survive simply because they are not born through the heart but through the head, which signifies Rahu. The Rahu 7 generally finds herself or himself in an arranged marriage. And the head, that is Rahu 7, is super calculative. The intellect is of the head, and the intellect has logic and mathematics, and it has a stability that is available to everyone. That is why intellect can be trained. There are schools and there are colleges and examinations for it. But there are no schools for the heart, no examinations for the heart. The heart cannot be trained. You have fallen in love, but you haven't yet resolved your ego. For a while, the warmth of love, the madness of love covers this ego. But after a while, the ego pops up. And it is this ego that eventually destroys your love marriage. Love is killed by ego. Love and ego cannot go together for long. they cannot keep company. You can love only if you become a nobody. If you remain a somebody, then love cannot happen. Always remember, my fellows, love is a dangerous path, and only those who have courage can travel it. To love means to drop the ego, to drop yourself. Love means not to be. When you love, surrender not to the person whom you love, but surrender to love. And then the possibility of successful love marriage is guaranteed. Rahu Sevan is highly calculated when it comes to finding a life partner. Such a woman or man generally settle in an arranged marriage setup. This is a marriage arranged by the society. Experience, calculations, and know-how are all used for this kind of marriage. Things are more lasting in such an agreement, in such an arrangement. It is true that the height of love marriage is not touched, but at least the feet stay planted firmly on the ground. There will be no great showers of bliss as it is during the love marriage, but a little trickle of happiness and unhappiness continues. And those who desire for showers of bliss generally get lost in the desert of misery. That is what happens with many love marriages. Arranged marriage remains on the moderate pace, moving ahead with little happiness and unhappiness, but not touching the heights of bliss and heights of misery, something that a love marriage experiences. The Rahu Sevan is for an arranged marriage. Generally, other aspects are supporting and Rahu's house god is well placed, then such arranged marriages survive through many thick and thin of life. Remember, the arranged marriage is neither born out of love, nor will it collapse through the disappearance of love. Because such a marriage is not created. The question of love disappearing does not arise at all. Arranged marriage is a social institution based on the experience of thousands of years. And this experience gives the heart no chance. The whole matter is decided by the intellect. Marriage is one thing and love is another. Always remember this. Marriage is the decision of the intellect. Love is an entirely different matter. Love has no relation whatsoever to the intellect. It is quite unconnected to thought. Just as meditation is thoughtlessness, so is love. And just as meditation cannot be managed by the intellect, so it is with the love. Meditation and love are two names of almost the same experience. When meditation happens through contact with another person, we call it love. And when love happens in a person without any contact with anybody else, we call it meditation. Love and meditation are the two sides of the same coin. Meditation and love are names of the same door, seen from two different places. Seen from the outside, the door is called love. Seen from the inside, it is called meditation. If you arise from the outside, the labor is love. If you arise from the inside, the labor is meditation. The Rahu Sevan is never confused when it comes to selecting his or her marriage partner. They are very much in the head and generally marry in an arranged marriage setup. Much of the negative energy is spent on the marriage partner. The marriage partner or the sexual partner becomes the center point, and the life of the native continues to revolve around this center, the partner.